Hey, is this Dr. Danielle Page? Great, it's a pleasure to speak with you. My name's Juanita McCann, a small business specialist for ADP. Do you have a few minutes to talk?
I do. You did catch me at a good time, although I'm limited to about 15
Time to speak with you. I sent you my contact information to your email in case we get disconnected.
Okay, great. Thank you. Okay, great.
He went to school with you at the Medical College of Georgia. His name is Paul Smith. Do you remember him?
For him.
Paul is my company, ADP Run, to outsource all of his human resources and payroll needs for his company. I've noticed that it's taken a tremendous load of stress off of him, and he seems to be much happier.
Well, me and Paul are happier.
That's so great to hear. Well, to get started, I want to walk you through what we will be discussing today. I'll give you an overview of ADP to let you know a little bit more about what we do. Then, if you agree, I'd like to learn a little bit more about your company and the processes you follow. At that point, if it appears that your business and processes are compatible with ADP, we can discuss the steps moving forward. Does that sound okay to you? Perfect. So tell me, what do you know about ADP?
Anything about ADP. All I know is that they assist businesses with their payroll.
By giving you a brief overview of our company. ADP is one of the largest providers of business outsourcing solutions. We specialize in areas such as human resources, payroll solutions, and benefits. We have nearly $10 billion in revenues and 54,000 employees. Would you ever think that 1 out of 6 U.S. employees are paid through ADP? So we're a global provider and operate in more than 125 countries.
Wow, I had no idea that ADP was that big. That certainly makes me more interested.
We work specifically with small businesses in your immediate area, and typically each business is in one of 4 categories: startup, survival, takeoff, and success. I know you're busy and limited on time, but as you can see, ADP offers a wide range of solutions. To determine what best fits your needs, I'd like to begin by learning more about Page Medical.
I'm a busy person, but I'm willing to keep talking.
That sounds great. So first, can you tell me who all is involved in your purchasing decisions?
It's the final call. However, since my husband does process the payroll, I do take some input from him.
What does Page Medical look like in 2019?
Opening more locations and hiring more staff, as well as increasing our company's value in the market. Currently, we operate in 2 locations, Newnan and Peachtree City, which is our newest location.
Great. Earlier you said you didn't know much about ADP, correct?
At this point, I don't know much about it. We've just now had time to reevaluate our procedures.
I understand that. I'm going to ask you a little bit more about your current process.
It sounds good to me.
So what is your current payroll process like? How do you process everything?
Current product. Like I said, my husband takes care of all that, and since he's always on the run, he does have a hard time working it in his schedule.
Seems like it can be pretty time consuming. Do you feel like the current process affects the time available?
Oh, definitely. There have been times where my husband was so busy that I actually had to step in and take care of it for that week. And when that happens, it gets to be a little frustrating because my schedule can be just as hectic.
How do you both accomplish if you're able to do your payroll anytime, anywhere?
We could accomplish a great deal more. It would alleviate any issues that would come up when one of the kids needs to be taken to their activities.
How would you like it if I can show you a product where you can process anywhere and cut the time spent on it substantially?
I think I would say you've caught my attention, but I must say I do worry about the security of my employees' personal information.
So to be clear, what exactly worries you about the services I would show you in terms of the security?
Well, stories about hackers and the ability that they have to steal information and commit fraudulent transactions under another person's name happening to our firm it's really scary.
Many stories out there, and I can totally see why you'd be concerned with that. However, the ADP Run mobile app is equipped with some hefty security features, such as data encryption that's used every time the payroll is processed. In addition, it cannot be directly saved onto the phone, and after the app has been open for an extended period of time, the user will be prompted to log. ADP has strived to ensure that these features are secure by investing in the latest technologies and consulting with industry experts. Does that make you feel a little bit better about the security of our services?
I appreciate you explaining it to me that way.
Moving forward, how do you stay up to date on the changing payroll taxes and laws?
It tends to be a little difficult. We receive notifications. It's not the only thing that we're looking in our inboxes for. So with all of our other tasks, it can be really easy for those to get lost, which creates problems sometimes.
Stay up to date. Do you and your husband ever find yourself stressed that you may not be compliant?
Oh, absolute certainty brings us a whole extra level of stress.
You find that you've mistakenly did not apply those changes to your.
We have to go back and figure out when those changes were effective, correct what we can, document everything. It can be a huge headache.
Would you like to learn more about a service that keeps up with those changes and applies them automatically for you?
Oh, I would love to know more.
I thought you might. How do you calculate the employee pay amounts?
That is that we follow a very tedious process, everything related manually for each employee each week.
Does that manual process lead you to experience any errors with your calculations?
This happens more than we would like it to. We then have to take the time to backtrack our steps and ensure that we correct them quickly.
Does the time spent on correcting those errors affect your productivity and create frustrated employees?
You bet it does. And since it's so important to us, we drop all of the other tasks that we can so that it's fixed. And most of the time, our employees are understanding, but I'm sure that they may lose their patience eventually.
I can imagine how frustrating that might be. If I that'll automatically calculate your payroll error-free, would you be interested?
I'm getting more interested in the system in a minute, yet I fear that my husband may not like some of the processes.
Like about ADP?
Well, the reason that I think that is because he's so resistant to change and is always afraid that after we commit, the support system won't be great. And we've had situations where we bought service, and after we made the transition, it was extremely difficult to get help.
Well, that's definitely a valid fear. I know personally that I've experienced the same thing with other companies that I've bought into. However, at ADP, a dedicated team that's available whenever you need them. They can assess what technology issues about tax law changes, reporting errors, basic how-to answer. If we don't know the answer right away, back to you. Does that make you feel better about your husband's reaction to change?
You know, after hearing that, the other capabilities that you've described, I would certainly love to learn more, and I think my husband would too.
And I'm excited to show you even more how this. Before we move forward, do you have any other concerns?
Not at this time, but thank you for asking.
Your business, I would like to move forward with a presentation of a potential solution that I have for you.
That sounds good. My husband would have liked to have been here, especially for your presentation. However, I will be glad to give him an overview of what we discussed today.
That I sent you earlier with my contact information, I also included various files that will summarize what I'll discuss if you'd like to share those with your husband.
Oh, absolutely. Thank you.
So earlier we discussed several things that you have agreed are issues that are impacting your business, such as the time it takes to process payroll, staying up to date with the current changes in payroll taxes and laws, as well as calculating employee pay amounts, correct?
Yes. Unfortunately, all of these tasks are current issues regarding our payroll processes.
Consideration, I firmly believe that ADP Run is a perfect solution that would fix all of these issues for you and your husband. With a few more minutes of your time, I'd like to show you.
That would be great.
So in the email that I just mentioned, I included instructions on how to download the Run powered by ADP Mobile demo app on your iPhone. Have you had time to download the application?
I'll look at it.
I would like to show you how ADP Mobile works, considering the time spent on payroll is a major concern for you and your husband. Run, powered by ADP Mobile, gives you all the same great features as our web-hosted payroll platform, Run, plus the added benefits of the convenience and flexibility to do your payroll from your cell phone. The Mobile is a real-time solution that will give you control while ensuring accuracy on each and every payroll.
Wow, that would be
Started. If you don't mind, please open up your app on your phone, so I can walk you through a quick demonstration. The payroll app open, you'll click on Payroll Admin's Login. You will then click on Not an ADP Client. Then
Okay.
you'll click on Tap Here to learn more at the bottom of the screen. Mode. Start demo. Did you get that?
I did. Thank you.
Okay. This is the homepage, which offers free HR content, including a tip of the week, HR checkup, which provides the best practices on HR topics, and an HR and payroll dictionary with over 600 terms and definitions. As a Run client, you also get 3 additional icons: payroll, employees, and reports, through which you manage your payroll. First, let me show you how simple it is to run payroll, and then I'll walk you through the additional features available. Are you ready? First, you'll choose whether you want a regular or special payroll. Today we'll just choose regular. So if you want, tap Start Regular Payroll. Got it?
Mhm.
Direct date, period end date, and whether direct deposit should be turned on or off. Once confirmed, tap the Start button to begin.
We could easily do this at home or in between our kids' activities.
I know that would take a lot of stress off of you and your husband and create more family time, which is why I think ADP would be a great fit. After confirming the dates and direct deposit, the next screen which lists all of your employees. You can choose to sort them by name, employee versus contractor, or hourly versus salary. As you can see, salaries and standard hours are pre-filled for you.
Well, that's an amazing feature. Currently, we have to enter all of that ourselves, and which is why calculating employee payroll amounts is one of our most tedious tasks.
Run also makes it convenient to change employees' pay. All you have to do is tap on the employee. For today, you can just tap on the first employee listed. You can drag the grid up and down on the left to scroll and show earnings and deductions. Field and edit in the calculator to the right. When you're finished, ADP makes it easy to next employee. All you have to do is drag the screen to the right or left of the employee's name. Now that you've seen how easy it is to change employee information on the fly, how much time do you think this will save you?
I know this will save us at least a couple hours a week, if not more.
How do you think that having your employee information at your fingertips will affect you?
Help us out a lot. My husband would no longer have to plan to be in the office every Friday just to do payroll. He could be using that time on the road generating more sales and complete the payroll once he got home.
After you've entered your employees' pay data, you're ready to calculate and preview. Preview icon on the top right. App will ask you for confirmation. Tap Calculate. This solution is real time. As soon as you tap Calculate, your payroll is being calculated in a matter of seconds, so that you will know the exact total company totals as well. After calculation, you can view your liability by clicking on the Report tab at the bottom left. Notice how liability to ensure that the proper funds are available. Now tap on the back icon at the top left. View can be used as many times as necessary and allow keying errors and ensure accuracy each time. Once everything looks good, you'll tap on the Approve icon at the top right. And then you will process your payroll by tapping. Payroll Preview will help you not only eliminate the possibility of submitting an incorrect payroll, but also avoid the time and cost involved in a payroll rerun. What would the security of knowing that you'll have a correct payroll mean to you? And how much time and money could you foresee this saving you?
Will weigh a lot of our stress. Manually recorrecting payroll because of an error is a task that makes my husband very stressed because it's very tedious and hard process. We would be happier if that was eliminated as well. It would free up a lot of time and which would save us some money. I don't exactly know how much at this point, but I know it would save us money in the end.
To the home screen on ADP Run. On the home screen, you can view a listing of your employees and merge their data with your contacts and your phone. Also, tap on the Reports icon. You can immediately view your report you just ran, plus historical reports. You do not have to wait until the next day to see them. What kind of difference will it make for you to have an easy, accurate information for your payroll in real time without having to wait for an email or paper delivery?
This would make a huge difference, and I know it would make my husband very happy.
At any point during the payroll process you need help with any of the features of the mobile app, there is a help button that you can click. Tap on the information icon in the upper right-hand corner. The help includes how-to videos as well as knowledge activities that will walk you through each process. Do you see how Run, powered by ADP Mobile, makes it easy to process payroll, calculate employee amounts, as well as stay up to date with all of the changes to payroll taxes and laws, all from the comfort and convenience of your cell phone?
At the beginning of this, I had no idea how much ADP Run has to offer. I now have a better understanding of what all the product can do, and I know that this product would help to eliminate our current payroll issues, as well as create a more accurate way for us to handle our payroll processes.
You're not alone. There are many people who have processed their payroll manually for years and are surprised at the difference ADP Run Mobile can make after I take them through the demo. So moving on, I want to go ahead and explain to you the pricing structure for this. Of all, I want to let you know that the processing fee includes any training, service to your account, support during your payroll process, as any upgrades to the system.
All right, I'm glad to see those do not have separate costs.
After speaking about your company, I remember you saying that you had the 2 locations, one in Newnan as well as one in Peachtree City. Is that right? Discuss some basic details such as the number of employees that you have at each location. So for each location, there's a one-time fee of $150. That fee is simply the implementation of all the services you would have access to. The location falls in the bracket of 11 to 20 employees. That processing fee is $38.95 per payroll processing. In location, the price bracket falls within the 6 to 10 employees, which leads the processing fee to be $28.95 per payroll processing.
Okay, well, thank you for sharing that documentation that goes further into detail about the pricing.
I sure do. I was actually going to include it with the other documents. Do you see it?
Oh, yes, I do have it. I'm going to go ahead and forward this to my husband while we're speaking so that he can read that as well.
Information we have discussed up to this point, I know one of your major is the time it currently takes to process your payroll. ADP Run can cut the time spent on payroll substantially by allowing you to complete your payroll anytime and anywhere. By using ADP, your process more efficiently because you will always be up to date with the current changes in payroll taxes. ADP Run will also eliminate payroll errors along with the time spent manually correcting those errors by allowing you to preview your payroll before submitting, as well as preview your payroll liability and cash required to ensure that proper funds are available.
Wow, this is exciting. It seems like ADP Run will free up a lot of time and take a lot of stress off my husband.
Speaking of your husband, were you able to forward him the pricing sheet that we discussed?
Oh, yes. He actually just emailed me back pretty quickly, and he said that after doing some comparisons with our current setup, he agreed that ADP Run will reduce our cost spent on payroll.
That's so great. By using ADP Run, it'll free up a lot of time that can be used in other areas of the business. It'll also eliminate errors from incorrect payroll submissions, as well as keep you in compliance with the payroll taxes and laws. ADP Run offers complete payroll support, including implementation specialists, online tools, and local phone support. Are you ready to get started?
My mind is and I'm ready to get started using ADP.
I'm so excited for you. Just to touch base on the pricing again, there is a $150 one-time fee for each location. At the Newnan location, $95 per processing payroll, and for the Peachtree City location, it'll be $28.95. After the call, I'll email you our contract, which will state every instructions on how to make the initial payment of $300.
Okay, that sounds great.
Thank you for giving me to talk with you these past weeks. I enjoyed getting to know a little bit about you and your business. I think ADP Run is a perfect solution for you and your husband's payroll needs. And I'm excited I was able to help you find that solution.
Be the perfect fit as well. Thank you for all that you've done. I'll come back to make the payment once I receive it, and I'm excited to get started.
contract over now, and I'm always available through email if you ever need any help. I'll keep ensuring that you and your husband are satisfied and happy.
That would be great. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.